everybody, this is Jen from Scrapping Posh, and I am starting to feel better. I still have a bit of voice loss, I guess, but today we're going to do the tutorial for this little suitcase. This project is going to be for Artistic Studio Creations. And I wanted to point out, I'm going to use Christmas papers again, because the Christmas papers this month are 30% off, so you get like really good deal. And you can always use Christmas paper. So let's do this. I think one of the things I'm going to do is put a magnet here, which I didn't have before. And I think I may do the handle a little different. Alright, so let's get started. So to start with your base, we're going to cut two different pieces of cardstock, and I'm going to use this parchment cardstock. One is going to be 8.5. Actually, let's go, yeah, 8.5 by 5.25. I don't want to put my, so you could use 8.5 by 11, but I have. Okay, and then the other one's going to be 5.25 by 5.25. Go. Now we are going to score the 8.5 one. Let's score at 1.25. I'm doing some reverse engineering here. That won't work. 1.25. And then I think let's flip it over and do 1.75 and flip it over and do 1.75 and 3. Okay, so it looks like that. And then on this one, we're going to do 1.25. And that is on the 5.25 inch side. 1.25. Okay. Now, these two together are going to make the book. So we're going to take either some glue or score tape. I'll just take some wet glue.
What are you guys talking about?
Okay. Actually, let's go ahead and fold this first. Haven't used this glue in a while. Oop. Okay. This is where these two meet here. They overlap. It's going to be the spine. So it goes just like that. And if you make sure that it goes all the way out to the end here, then it won't look so funny. So make sure that I get glue in here. So so it doesn't come off like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then this one can fold down, and this one can fold down. And then on the other one I didn't do it, but on this one let's do like a corner punch. I have this deco just sitting here, so it's saying use me. Is that the, yeah, okay. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Yeah, it was. That's the one I wanted. Okay, so that's a little more decorative. Okay, now we'll do the spine or the hinges. Did I do? I think I did it. I lost my template. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you that I was using the BoBunny YuleTide Carol for this one. I did a pocket letter for this and with this paper in December, and it came out really cute. Okay, I found what I was looking for. Okay, so the hinge is going to be 5 by about 5 by 5, and let's see if I have. Okay, and we're going, okay, so we're going to use 5 by 5 1/4, and we're going to leave a 1/4 inch at the beginning and the end, and then it's going to be 1/2 inch gussets with 1/4 inch gutters. So essentially, whoop, that's not a 1/2 inch. Essentially what you're doing is 1/4 inch, 1/2, 1/2, 1/4, 1/2, 1/2, 1/4, 1/2, 1/2, 1/4, 1/2, 1/2. And you'll have a 1/4 at this end. Okay. And then just like all the other hinges, you accordion fold them so the 1/2 inch parts are together. I pulled on the wrong one there, on that one I did wrong. And then because this is such a small book and the pages don't have a lot of detail on them, you don't have to use score tape on it. This is giving me issues here. Let's see here. Okay. If you see what I'm doing, it's just every 1/2 inch basically sticks out the same direction. And then the 1/4 inches go down. So that when you're done, you end up with all the 1/2 inches pointing up and all the 1/4 inches not. There it is. I couldn't find it for a second. This is like heavy cardstock, that's the parchment paper. So it's fighting with me a bit. Okay. So now that you got all your 1/2 inches pointing up, there's a 1/2 inch here, 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 here. I'm going to glue one side of each one down. And then training the 1/4 inch gusset to go the other direction. It's easier to use a little bit thinner paper. You don't want to use too thin of a paper, because this is essentially what holds your book together. But flexible is good. Alright, this is the one that is giving me problems here. So you just tape all the 1/2 inches together in the same direction. Alright, and then you end up with okay, I lied, there's only 4 pages. My bad. You end up with this, and then we can take our book. I lost the book, there it is. And glue this right on this part that overlapped the 1 1/4 inch. And if you use whatever glue you use, just make sure it gets to the corners and to the edges. Okay, here we go. And this is going to overlap that. Oops. I'm putting it in the middle because it's a 1/4 inch shorter. And when you overlap the spine, because you will overlap the spine by a 1/4 inch, just overlap it on one side. So I lined up this hinge with the fold in the paper there. I usually use score tape for this. I've never actually used glue that I know of. Okay. Alright, I'm going to let that dry real good. And if it doesn't stick, I'm going to use score tape. Okay, so I have the hinge in there, and I just had to do some adjusting. I actually used score tape. I put the hinge in the middle, and then I re-scored on top of the hinge, so it does close like a little suitcase. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, let's go ahead and make the pages. We're cutting 4 pages at 11 by 3 3/4. Okay, now we take our pages, our 4 pages, and score at 5 1/4 and 10 1/2. That one I did too deep. I already have ones. Now, these pages go on. And then on these, I'm just going to glue them together with ATG. I have some here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and because this is because there's not going to be a whole lot of pressure and tweaks on this, I'm going to use ATG to hold it to the spine too. If you add any flips or flaps or anything that'll cause more pressure or more torque, then I would definitely use like a score tape. Oh, I'm sorry, if you've never done this before, these pages just straddle the hinges. There we go. Now, cut your pattern paper to fit. And I think I'll use this one on the outside, so, or on the inside rather. I kind of like that. I like the stripes. Okay, oh, that's not even the right pattern. Maybe not. Alright, we'll go plain. But on this side, we're going to have a magnet. So I believe Crystal still has the basic gray magnets in her shop. And these are nice because, oh, I got 2 minuses. At some point in time I used 2 pluses. I don't know how that worked. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Put these back. So, you peel the paper off and put it where you want. So it's going to go on the inside of this flap. And you put it towards the middle. It doesn't have to be towards the edge. And then the other thing, I'm going to repunch this corner in the mat. Okay. And then I like to just reinforce my magnet. And then a little bit more. Probably overkill, but that right there. And there's about 1/8 inch all the way around that. So just cut your papers 1/4 inch short. If you want like a 1/16 all the way around, just cut them 1/8 inch short. I usually do a 16. Go. On the back. This is too big. What did I do? We're just going to cut her down. Let's say about 1/2 inch. That's better. Okay, there we go. And then we are going to go ahead and put the magnet on here. And I chose this paper for the outside. Maybe if I can find the rest of it. I don't know what I did with it. Here's these two pieces. I'm missing this one because this goes back here. Even that's a little long for that. I need about a 1/4 inch. I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off this one. Alright, let's do this. I want this side. So this just goes plain. And then what we should have done, and I didn't do, let's see if this will, oh yeah, okay, that'll still come off, is we got to make a handle. And I have this handle that I made from my Silhouette Studio, but you can make any kind of handle that you want. It's just, here, let's do some measurements. It's going to be about 4 3/4 long. So let's make one quick. It's going to be about 3/4 of an inch wide. Oh. And then you can just use that, or you can like cut, if you turn it this way, just like you used to do in like grade school when you were making hearts. You can make a, where it sticks out smaller. That's probably a little too much. But similar to that, because you're not really going to see it, so however you want to do it. Oh, that goes here. So since, we'll just go ahead and do that since we took it off. So you want to punch holes where you want your handle to go. And I have this punch thingy. And you just kind of, you can eyeball it, like here's the center. I would say about 2.5 inches apart on the center there. Okay, now that you got your holes, and then you just, I'd say go about halfway, and I would glue them before I put the brads in. My glue is not acting good here. Little handle, and then just hold it in place. And if you want, you can use like a piece of pattern paper to wrap around that too. I gotta find my other. Alright, well let's go ahead and do this while that's drying. I'll put the magnet on this side. And just close it the way you would want it to look like when it's closed. Okay, and do my adhesive routine here. Okay. I have no idea why I just put so much tape on that. Was not thinking. And this piece, go here. Alright, one more to go, and then I lost my panel that I cut for that. I've seemingly lost my ruler. I'm batting 1,000. Let's see. Alright. This is 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, and that's the wrong paper. I may have to use it because I don't have that's okay. That's the back. I'm good with that. We'll use the stripe paper and then we'll put one of the stickers on it to make it look like the decorative side. Okay, there we go. Alright guys, all we have left is the pages to mat and then make the little file folders. Okay, almost done here. We are going to, let's put the brads on. So I poked, remember we poked the holes where we wanted them. So now, and then we glued these on. So now let's poke the holes through the opposite side where we could see the holes. So we know. And they're going to go right there on the side of that. And I'm just using some red brads. Whoops. It's stuck to my magnet. And I already lost one of these. Ugh. And I did not, remember I didn't put the paper on the back yet. And you can decorate these however you want. Ugh, I don't have good dexterity today. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, that's probably why. I have not even got through my first cup of coffee. Alright. Let's try this here. There we go. And this is just decoration. You don't have to put these brads in here. I just had them and I thought they matched. Cute. That in there. And then let's go ahead and add another one at the end of each one of these. This is impromptu. I have 2 more sitting there, so let's use them. Okay. And you just gotta watch now that we have that handle on there, when you like flip it over to set these brads, that you don't smash the handle down. So you kind of have to do it up in the air. Like you can't put it down and smash them like I did on my last one, because it just smashes the handle and then it looks funny. Ow! Okay. Scrapbooking injury. Alright. Now that all those are as flat as we can get them, again, hold it up and put this back on here. I may have to put some more tape on it. Seems alright. Seems crooked. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now you have your little handle, and like I said, you can always do like something to wrap around there to kind of keep it in that shape, because it wants to make funny shapes. Okay, now we're gonna mat the pages. This I think this is supposed to be, it's either a rust or a gold. This is not my favorite color. I'm just going to do the front and the back the same, and then I'll do each page the same. So these two are going to be that rusty color. I don't think it's supposed to be gold, because this is the gold. I do like the damask though. Damasked. And then this will give you lots of opportunity to add your pictures or decorations, or you can even put pockets on these. If you put pockets on it, I suggest you use score tape on the when you put the pages in. I always forget to add this, you guys, but whenever you check out at Crystal's shop, at least while she's still selling on Etsy, I think she may be getting a new website, just check shipping. Just email her, or there's that little message seller at the bottom when you go to check out, and just message seller to find out how much shipping actually is, because she just wants to give you the best deal. And the automatic calculator, if you order more than one thing, apparently it doesn't do that correctly. So, alright, there's the little suitcase with the magnet. I like the magnet way better. Where's my other one? Yeah, here. And I like the little decoration that we added here. Okay. And I'll show you guys what I was talking about with this. I smashed it. Yeah, okay. Alright, and let's just, the last part, let's add the photo mats or file folders, they look like. And I'm just going to use 4 pieces of cardstock. The parchment cardstock, the same as I use for the base. It's 3.5 by 4 7/8. And I don't have my corner rounder out, but let's just use the deco again. You can use like a file, there's a way to make file folders on the punch board, or you can just have file folders, you know, and cut them down. But I'm going to just use these papers, and then I'm going to use the little tabs that came with the ephemera kit that for this collection, which is called the Noteworthy, BoBunny Noteworthy for the YuleTide. And it came with a lot of cute things to add to your project. So I'm going to glue these on. My glue is giving me issues. It's not happy with me today. Nope. Okay. So like here's this. And I'll just start at the back here. And then I just lined them all up so that I could see. I don't know that I'll be able to put them all on different levels, but I think I'll come close. I'm going to put the last one on here, whoops, all the way to the end, as far as it'll go. And then this one I'll kind of put between the two, these two. Oh, come on. And now it blobs out. Okay. There we go. And just line it up on the edge here. Okay, and then let those dry. Okay, so let's go ahead and stick these in. There we go. They're a little long. We may have to cut the backs off, you guys. They're sticking out just a little too far. So let's take like an 1/8 inch off here. If you use a different kind of tab, you won't have to take off. So wait a minute. There we go. That all fit. Had them in the wrong order anyways. And you can round the corners once you take off the extra if you have to. There we go. One more. There. Okay, now we're all contained. Alright, let's do some decoration. I wanted to put this bow on the front because I thought it was really cute. You like that? So I'm just going to put glue on the top edge because the bottom edge isn't going to, you don't want to secure the bottom edge to the bottom part because then you won't be able to open your box here. So right there. And then we were going to add a sticker to the back, which this is the sticker sheet that comes with the collection. And let's just do, I like this Christmas tree one, but I kind of like this The Most Wonderful Time of the Year one too. Let's put it on this way. There we go. I think. Okay. And then I think I'll leave the rest of the outside just plain. And then just a couple stickers I like these little banners. And there's 3 of them. I have a Christmas tree. I'm going to put it up in this corner. And a December 25. And there's a dog hair stuck to my tape. And then, yeah, here, I'll put this Merry Christmas. Okay. And then, don't let this happen, guys. I accidentally, this mat is too big, and I'm glad I didn't give you the dimensions for the mats. Like, you guys can measure and tell what they should be, but this one is obviously wrong. I'm going to take like a 1/4 inch off of it. The thing I love about paper is that you can always fix it. If all else failed, I could have just took that whole mat off with some undo, and bam, it would have been good. I do want to add something here. How about just this big perfect. There we go. Alright, there you go, you guys. So that's how we made, I know I told you like a month ago I was going to show you how to make this. That's how we made this, this guy. And I think I'm going to go ahead and alter this guy so that I like him better. I'm going to, granted that it makes that look a little funny, but that's okay. I'm good with that. And then I'm going to use my 2 negative magnets. If you guys ever end up in this situation, let me show you how to do this. Obviously, I used 2 negatives. This is the last of my pack. I have to get some more in crystal. And so I'm going to, and I'll have to put a sticker over this or something because I don't want my magnet showing. But I'm going to go ahead and put this magnet the way it's supposed to be there. And then we're going to flip it so that like it should be shut. And take a piece of score tape. And I'm going to grab a couple strips from this collection. Actually, I'm just going to use, the stickers are a little thick to do this with. I don't want to. This is the BoBunny Winter Wishes collection, and it is really pretty. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead. You're not even going to notice. I'm going to cut like an inch or an inch and a quarter strip of this. And what I'm going to do is I put the score tape on the magnet. Now remember, there's still the sticky thing on the other side. I'm going to stick it down. And then I can remove this adhesive. Or not adhesive. You can remove the adhesive. It's not that hard. And then just going to cover it up. And you can even, like, if you think it's going to show, you can punch the edges. Make it look very intentional. It looks like a name label, possibly. There we go. Put that right there. Right over that. I think I'll like it a lot better when it, like it's been sitting here and I've just kind of like been looking at it and it looks so frumpy. And I was like, ew, I don't know that I like that, but I think I'll like this a lot better. And I actually have some of this paper, so I'm just going to cut like a 1.5 inch piece. It's going to blend right in, like you're not even going to see it. But I really like, I mean, I like the YuleTide collection because it's like vintage. But I really like the BoBunny Winter Wishes also because it is pinks and grays and neutrals. Here we go. That's much better, you guys. Alright. So now I've fixed this one and I made you this one. This one's a little thicker. Wow, reversed engineered it. I feel like I should put something there. I know, I keep messing around. How about... Oh, I love the images from this. Oh, look at this. This is perfect, you guys. This is from the sticker sheet from the Winter Wishes. Ha! Isn't that perfect? Let's put that like right here. Look at that. Alright, you guys. That's my Artistic Studio Creation design team project. I know I had showed you this one before, but I told you I would do a tutorial, and there is your tutorial. I thank you very much, and head on over to Artistic Studio Creations Etsy shop to purchase your 30% off of winter paper for the month of January, and we will see you later. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye-bye.